That's where I can reach it.
Welcome to a very erratic and out-of-nowhere 21st episode of the Pro Wrestling Zone. I am Tiger Height, and to my side is Peanut Gallery.
What's up, people?
I don't know what the hell happened. We were like ready to go 10 minutes ago, and all of a sudden my computer decided to die.
Not work anymore?
Yeah, so I had to do a hard reboot of everything. So that's why it's a little bit later than usual. I don't know. It's been a weird technology day today.
It has been.
So, before we get into our general subject for the day, because I don't have it pulled up, I want to give an update on the Tessa Blanchard situation. Man, I'm having fun. She has made an official statement, and I'm doing air quotes because it was basically a lawyer who told her what to write.
Her lawyer.
Denial is, one thing, but, dude, you need to come out and not do this. People are still hating on her. They're doubling down. Rob Van Dam is the greatest thing on Impact right now.
Oh, yeah. He caused Twitch to ban Impact.
Because of the weird sexual thing with his girlfriend and his girlfriend's girlfriend having a three-way. I'm like, I hate you, but at the same time, you're like the greatest thing on wrestling.
Right.
Your girlfriend is disgusting, but her girlfriend is aight.
Anyways.
So, NXT, we're going to start with NXT Takeover, NXT UK Takeover Blackpool 2.
Holy crap.
Try to say that 3 times fast. Before we get into it, what was your overall impression of the show, Peanut Gallery?
It was wine.
Okay.
Need to elaborate? I mean, all the matches were pretty decent.
Oh yeah, no. There was at least 2 5-star matches easily.
It just doesn't feel. I don't know. It doesn't feel like
They should put the NXT.
I don't know.
They should do the NXT things together. I'm sorry, that should be a thing.
I mean, I get it, but at the same time, I don't. They want to be something. They want to be one thing, and then I think that they're just trying so hard that they look like the other thing.
All right, you need to elaborate because you need to be
It's British wrestling.
Specific.
It's British wrestling, Tiger Height.
Yes.
British wrestling is very grungy, very beat 'em up kind of thing. It just still feels as corporate as fuck, though.
Really? I mean,
it does.
I don't think that
It kind of does.
Okay, I have no idea why I typed that.
It feels a little overproduced for my taste. Let's put it that way.
Okay.
And I'm not saying that the wrestling is bad. I'm just saying that it just looks a little on the overproduced side.
Okay, so so it looks like it's overproduced, but at the same time, it's not overproduced.
Right.
I see. It looks like faux grunged.
Right.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
I personally super enjoyed this show, and I mean, honestly, I did. It was a really good show. I thought they paced it really nicely. It's a really easy, little.
It is. It was an easy.
Wrestling.
It was an easy show to digest.
It was, and also I thought that they ended a lot of these rivalries really well, and apparently, the tapings, they really started some good stuff later.
Good to know.
I kind of wish they did Worlds Collide and got rid of the takeovers, but that'd be just me though.
Right.
So we all gonna.
They are still considering. I guess there's some rumors going around in the rumor mill there that they're thinking about making WrestleMania a 2-day event. But
it's probably not going to be this year because they have NXT Takeover Tampa Bay and.
No. But for future WrestleManias, they're thinking about
Super
making
Card
it
of
2
Honor
days.
is going to happen that same weekend. There's going to be a lot of wrestling in April. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean, I'm not.
That first weekend in April is going to be a lot of wrestling.
Oh, it's going to be a shit show and a half. So anyway, our first match: Eddie Dennis versus Trent Seven.
This was a good opening match.
I would have been pissed if it was anything else other than an opening match.
Yeah.
This really put over Eddie Dennis as well, where Trent Seven didn't really need to win, but Eddie Dennis had to win.
Right.
They needed to establish at least somebody else who could theoretically go for the NXT UK champion.
Right.
And I think with this win for Eddie Dennis, they have established him at least to somebody where he's kind of in that Joe Coffey dead position. I'm pretty sure that everybody knew that Coffey wasn't going to win, but it's okay, you can pull off a good match.
Right.
And now Eddie Dennis is that person. Eddie Dennis did win.
Yep.
It was a fun Haas match. Mustache Mountain should be a tag team. I hate it that they separate them like this. It's kind of annoying.
Nah, you just live with it.
Yes. And it is what it is.
Yeah.
Kaylee Ray, Piper Niven, and Toni Storm in a triple threat match for the NXT UK Women's Champion.
See, one of the things I like about NXT is that they do a pretty good job with developing storylines.
This storyline was awesome.
I can follow the storylines just by watching the tapings and stuff. I mean, that's just wrestling. They will do a recap of the entire history leading up to the match,
and I don't mind that.
I don't mind that.
They need to
but
do
I
more
think
of
they
this.
They do a great job with it. They don't have the biggest roster in the world, but what they do with the roster, their utilization feels real. It feels like these people are about to like go at it.
Right. Everybody has like their own little identity. Even the people who are kind of on the more of the undercard.
Yeah.
Nobody in this feels like an undercard guy.
No.
And especially with the women.
Yeah.
Nobody here feels like an undercard.
Oh, absolutely not.
Any one of these three could have theoretically won the match. Kaylee Ray won. She ran in, threw Toni Storm out after a frog splash, and pinned Niven. Perfect.
Yep.
Awesome.
Yep. Toni Storm did not take the loss.
Piper Niven did not look weak in this situation whatsoever, and Kaylee Ray just looks like a shit-eating heel, and it's amazing. I love this match.
They did a great job with Kaylee Ray.
God damn, this match was good, though.
It was.
This is how a triple threat match is done. Maybe do some spots, maybe do some three-way spots. They still had the story incorporated into the show itself. It was fantastic.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
I loved this match.
Yeah.
I could say, it's like, hey, what should I watch this week? This is one of those matches that I could watch again and still be entertained.
Right.
Which you can't say a lot of the matches there.
No.
But this match, definitely. All these bitches put in good work. Nicely done, bitches. I'm just kidding. I love you. Anyway, our next match.
This was a...
Oh my god,
this match was amazing.
Can Tyler Bate just not have a good match?
There was
Tyler Bate and Jordan Devlin. Okay,
this was a very well built match.
Holy shit,
There's a history behind this match, and you can tell, and you can see that they told a great story with this match.
Oh, this match had the best story by all accounts.
Yes.
This had the best story.
Oh, absolutely.
From the OG UK champion, it's like holy shit. There was like the justification for Jordan Devlin going after Tyler Bate right now.
Yeah.
And this match alone in ring was fantastic.
It was a fantastic match.
That's how you build a match. And these guys, it was a slow burn up to like the big stuff too.
Oh yes, it was.
And an awesome corkscrew senton. Bate won the match. Jordan Devlin has to be in the conversation to go for the NXT UK champion at this point.
Well, not against Walter. He's a heel. He's a heel.
Yeah,
so
not
it has
Walter.
to go back to somebody else.
But Jordan Devlin should be a heel.
Oh,
absolutely. He should not be a babyface. He has a great heel persona. I love the Irish Ace.
And Tyler Bate, he's getting all the praise from. You can see if you saw after the match, all the management stuff is like, yep, he is in bed with Triple H right now, and they are having rough sex. Interesting
perspective on this match, but at the same time, Tyler Bate is not like a slog though. He's just that freaking good. He can go up against anybody. That's why Tyler Bate and Walter was like a match of the year contender.
He was
from last year.
He was probably thinking to himself in that head, boy, if I can give that good strong boy my cerebral assassin.
Yes, he is big strong boy. But it was a fantastic match. You know, I remember when Peter Gallery...
Why are you dressed in a priest uniform?
Here's an altar boy uniform. Anyway, so fantastic match. I can't say good enough things about this. There was a reason, and also Tyler Bate is so goddamn young.
Yeah.
And he's this good already. It's like, Jesus, I don't know what's in the water in the fucking United Kingdom, but can we have some of that here in America? We need it.
Right.
Oh my god, it was good. The next match, Fatal 4-Way, NXT UK Tag Team Champion ladder match.
Imperium, I liked it.
Imperium, Grizzled Young Veterans, Gallus, Flash Morgan Webster, and Mark Andrews. Everything every person in this match felt built.
Yep. Every team
had
had their justification with going into this match.
And then all of them fighting with each other, and they explain, oh, you know what? You guys just can't have a regular match. We're just going to do this in a ladder match.
Right.
Awesome.
Right.
It's such an easy thing to digest.
Right, it is.
To where, and it makes sense.
And it wasn't, I didn't feel like it was overbooked. I felt like it might have been a little over spotty.
It's a ladder match.
I know, but it felt a little too spotty for my taste. But
I think
take of it what you will.
It's a ladder match. I mean, I think with a ladder match, you're not going to have a fucking rest hold. Sorry. You're going to have spots.
Well,
it's a ladder match.
I understand that ladder matches tend to have a lot of spots, but I felt like there were a little too many spots.
Now, a lot of people were saying that this could be this generation's Dudley's, Edge Christian, Hardy's ladder match, or ladder wars at SummerSlam with the first
it could be, yeah.
triple ladder match. That was a TLC match. I think a lot of people did not know what to expect. And then this one, kind of the same thing, but at the same time, they just did this so good. This is how you build a tag division, too.
Well, yeah, this is. I'm surprised that the WWE has as weak of tag division as they have. This is the strongest tag division
Easily
of
the strongest
every
tag
single
division.
brand.
Easily the strongest tag division. You know, you can say, oh, NXT, really, who else other than Undisputed Era at this point?
Right.
Like, you had the Street Profits, and you had...
Street Profits aren't even... They're on Raw.
Yeah, it's like these guys went to Raw or SmackDown before this. It's like, who is going to beat the Undisputed Era at this point?
Right.
The fact that Gallus are the tag team champions, it's like, yes, Gallus are like number one right now as a part of the tag division, but I could see Imperium, GYV... or Webster Andrews as tag team champions, and nobody would be mad about it. And all of these guys put in such great work.
Oh, absolutely.
Imperium with the mat is sacred. The Grizzled Young Veterans almost being the dark horse in this.
Yep.
The Gallus as the defending champions, and then Webster and Andrews as like the cruiserweight wrestlers that are going to do the cool spots in the ladder match.
Right.
There was a lot going on.
Yep.
You know what? Here's like the one thing that I kind of felt like was kind of rough at first. Mm-hmm. There was too much going on at first, but I feel like they had spots in different parts of the ring. It wasn't just concentrated in the ring.
It wasn't. I
liked that.
I did. But again, I felt like there were a few too many spots. It could have been because of the amount of people in the match, but I felt like it got a little busy at times, and it was hard to digest. It was hard to keep up with at times.
Now, one of the things about a ladder match that I felt like they kind of underutilized is if you want to keep this grunginess, go all out with it. Do like a one-sided ladder, like what indie wrestling promotions do, and have it very grungy looking. I feel like they're trying to do this balancing act with this, and you just can't between grunge and overproduced.
Right.
It's like you have the silver double-edged ladders.
This is where I felt like it might have been a little.
NXT does it differently because they do black ladders.
Oh yes, they do.
So it doesn't feel the same.
Right.
It's like, okay, that's different. Do that with NXT UK, and it's like the color of ladders almost dictate what the match looks like.
Right.
And Mr. McMahon knows this. He knows how to produce television. I felt like this was a miss on their part.
I felt like it too. But it was still a good match. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Absolutely fantastic. A really good match. And I would say this has really established this tag division.
Yes.
Like, it really has.
It has.
And finally, for at this point, it was the WWE United Kingdom champion.
They changed it to the
NXT UK champion.
Right.
Which I think is the right move.
Yeah.
Walter defending against Joe Coffey. Holy crap, this match was awesome.
It was great.
This was a Haas match if I've ever seen one.
Yeah.
I mean, I even said in this, Walter to retain in a fucking hell of a main event. Yes.
It told a great story. It was just a continuation of...
And not only that, but the post-match attack with Undisputed Era after Walter won to promote Imperium and Undisputed Era at Worlds Collide.
Yeah.
Oh, icing on the cake.
Yep.
Perfect.
Yep, perfect all the way through.
And that's how you did it.
But it was still a great match.
Oh,
awesome. It was an awesome match. Joe Coffey did not look
He did not look bad. He looked awesome.
He looked great.
No wonder he gets these title opportunities.
Right.
This is his second title opportunity that he lost, but he still can go for this champion, and I'm like, yeah. And at some point in time, he's going to win this championship.
Yes, absolutely.
I guarantee it.
So, before we go to break here, overall thoughts. What was your favorite match, and what do you give it out of 5 stars?
I'm going to say Tyler Bate and Jordan Devlin was my favorite match, and I'm going to give it 5 stars. It was that good. And also, it built Jordan Devlin to the level where I think he needs to be as a part of everything.
Yep.
He has a great character. He has great mannerisms. He's great in the ring. He does a good promo. Everything about him is good. He is that dark horse main event guy that they need to promote hardcore.
All right. Well, I guess I'll ask myself the same question. I give it a 4.5 stars. It was good.
Still Bane Devlin for your favorite match.
Yes.
Okay.
That was still, Walter and Joe Coffey was very close second.
Easily.
It was super close. But yeah,
I think I'm giving the edge to Walter, Joe Coffey, because I wasn't expecting Tyler Bate and Jordan Devlin to be as good as it was.
That was a good match.
I knew it was going to be a good match. I didn't expect it to be that good. Right.
Oh, yeah. So that's kind of where I stand. Again, it was just that ladder match that felt a little overproduced.
Right.
That was the only thing.
And also, the other criticism is that it feels grungy, but it also feels produced. And that's kind of annoying to me. It's very nitpicky
I love WWE's production, don't get me wrong, but there's a time and place for that kind of production. If you wanted to have an overproduced show, go watch Raw and SmackDown.
And I'm going to say,
if you want something, because NXT is supposed to be the one where you have the hardcore wrestling fans,
right?
So I feel like they don't need to compromise on quality to make it look good.
Right. I'm going to say, at least at the end of the day, with this event, and if they continue with this momentum, NXT UK is quickly becoming my favorite WWE show.
Oh, absolutely!
It's so good.
The crowd also was alive the whole time.
The whole time. That's why I love when they go to UK, because it's like, holy shit, these people just love this stuff.
Yeah.
And it's like, in America, they need to do that. Where in Japan, they're very respectful.
Right.
They're quiet. It's not due to disrespect. It's due to how they interpret combat wrestling, especially like sumo.
Yeah.
And now, if you go to a sumo event, you can go 2 different ways. But that's a totally different conversation, which I think we should. That'd be really interesting.
Yeah.
You get the America crowd where they're loud depending on the show. Sometimes they're dead as a doornail and it's really annoying. But then you get these shows where it's a close-knit thing, but you see the crowd and they're going ape shit, and it feels like you want to be there. It
feels like, man, I want to be there right now.
And I love it. So WWE, continue to do this with UK. Don't make these shows longer. Don't do anything different with the regular shows. Just keep it like this. It's easy to digest. It's easy to watch. And it's perfect.
All right. So when we come back from break, we are going to do Impact Wrestling Hard to Kill.
Yeah.